Alright guys, good morning. I'm going to go over two examples, or two that you guys were supposed to do as the homework, but I did want to point out a couple of things. The first thing is, when it's a plus sign, your graph looks like a V, right? If it's a plus sign or there's nothing there, that means it's positive. If it's negative, that means that it's going to look like an A, like it flips over the x-axis, okay? The dilation, how it changes shape, is always here, this A value. If it is 1 or not there, then it's a nice 45-degree V shape. If it's greater than 1, then it's going to close. The shape gets narrower. If it's less than 1, it's going to get wider. Okay? This part here, whatever here, it's going to be the opposite move on the x-axis, right? So if it's, let's say it's minus 5, that means that it's actually going to move to the right 5. If it was plus 2, that means the graph would move to the left 2. What we have here at the end is our vertical shift. If it's plus 5, it's going to go up 5. If it's minus 4, it's going to go down 4. And then your vertex is always your h and then your k value. Alright, let's look at the first example. Alright guys, so here is number 3. If I did an input-output, the first number that I want to put in here is what's going to make this absolute value equal 0. So that's going to be 3. So I'm going to put in 3. This is my axis, my f of x. So if I plug in 3, I've got 3 minus 3 is 0. Then I got to go 2 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Now remember, I like to do equidistant, and what I mean by that is if you imagine there's a number line, and 3 is here, we can go 3 to the left, which would be 0, 3 to the right, which would be 6. So let's do this. Let's do 0 next. So I have 0 minus 3 is 3. Absolute value of 3 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. And then we'll do 6. 6 take away 3 is 3. Absolute value of 3 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. So I'm going to plot my points. I've got 3, negative 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, negative 4 would be somewhere like that, and that's our vertex. Then I have 0, 2, and then 6, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 2. So it would look something like this. So from the graphs that I can see, it's certainly not the first one. So I know it's not the first one. I know it's not the second one, so it's got to be this top one. I can't see the vertex of this one, but I believe it is the top one. So I would have dragged that graph right there. The axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry is right there at x equals 3. Let me change my colors here. X equals 3 is my axis of symmetry. The y-intercept looks like it's at 0, 2. X-intercept, hard for me to tell from this graph, but it looks like I'm going to guess it's here at 1, 0. And I'm going to guess the other one is at 5, 0. Okay, our vertex, we know our vertex is at 3, negative 4. Our range is going to be, on the y value, it's going to be y is greater than or equal to negative 4. And our domain is going to be infinite. As far as the transformations, we've got a horizontal shift, we've got a dilation, we've got a vertical shift. The only one we do not have is the reflection. So you should have horizontal, dilation, and vertical shift. Alright, let's look at the second one. Alright guys, on this next one, we're going to be able to plug in 0. Let's do 3 for our x and our fx. Let's do 3, 0, negative 3. So if I start with 3, I would have 3, the absolute value of 3 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. And then negative 3 is going to be positive 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 minus 4, which is 2. So now if we graph this, we'd have 3, 2. 3, 2 would be right there. Our vertex is at 0, negative 4. So about right there. And then negative 3, 2. Alright. So if I look at the graph, it looks like it's the first one, right? 0, negative 4, 3, 2, negative 3, 2. Yeah, so this is the correct graph. That should be drug right there. Now let's look at some of the questions. What is the axis of symmetry? In this case, the axis of symmetry is x equals 0, right? Because it is this exact line right down the middle. X equals 0. The y-intercept is going to be at negative 4. So 0, comma, negative 4. That is the y-intercept. The x-intercepts, this one is going to be negative 2, 0, and positive 2, 0. Those are the x-intercepts. The vertex is at 0, negative 4. The range is everything above negative 4. So this is going to be y is greater than or equal to negative 4. The domain, this thing keeps getting wider and wider, so that's going to be infinite. The last thing that we need to do is drag all of the transformations. So do we have a horizontal shift? No, we do not have a horizontal shift. Do we have a dilation? Yes, we have a dilation. The shape changed. It actually got narrower. Do we have a vertical shift? Yes, we have a vertical shift. It dropped down, so that is a vertical shift. And do we have a reflection? No, this is not a reflection. Alright guys, those are how to do those first two. Good luck with the rest of them, and talk to you guys soon.